let's just get in the top 10.
So this week,
figure it out as we go.
This week, I just kind of gave the reins to Kevin because he, as we just said, he's the one who's had him on their top. He listens to them a lot. I know Jason Boland pretty well because I listen to him every once in a while, but Kevin has like every song memorized. And
I'm very obsessed.
So I figured, you know what? It's like with Wade Bowen with me when I did the top 10. It's just, this is one that Kevin knows a lot more, so he's going to take it.
Yeah, it's not, like exactly like Wade Bowen. It's not not fan. It's fan obsessed fan.
Yeah. I remember when I first started listening to Wade Bowen, I would just talk about him, and Andy's like, "You were obsessed." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you literally stalked Chris Young, so I may be a huge fan."
And who made a better choice? Looking at it now,
yeah. Back then, it would have been close because they both were good, but now Wade Bowen's newest album's amazing, and Chris Young's newest album is an album. It is an album.
He certainly
music
did.
on there.
He certainly was recorded.
Oh, I
That's
don't know
all
why.
I have to say about that.
That just made me think about the. Did you watch that American Idol thing when Katy Perry was hitting on that dude relentlessly?
Well, then did the one where she kissed the dude?
Well, then the one where she kissed the
Yeah,
guy
I
who
don't
said
know.
he'd never been kissed because he wanted to save it for his first girlfriend, and then she stole that from him, so hashtag me too with that kid. But no, there was one, the guy came in, and she instantly was just like, oh, that's a good-looking guy, like, to his face. And it's just like, she's like, what's your name, handsome? And he's like, Trevor. She goes, Trevor, that's a great guy's name, because Trevor's like a guy who works hard and loves his mom, and I'm just like, dude, stop hitting on this
your
guy.
name has absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I mean, they say men named Steve have enormous egos, and that's not true. I am very down to earth.
I am so fucking humble.
I'm like the most modest person in the world. No one is more modest than me.
The fucking
Pop star.
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
I'm
It really hit a chord with me because, like, I'm the most humble person I know.
But yeah, she's like relentlessly hitting on this guy, and she's like, if that was Luke Bryan to a female like a contestant, he would be kicked off the show.
All of Luke Bryan's singles?
You mean amazing? Every single one. Luke Bryan, he's a king.
Tremendous.
He doesn't sound like Kermit the Frog. Even though I've never minded his voice, which it just does make me laugh when people go, like, he'll start singing on a song and everyone goes, God damn it, Kermit's on this song. Anyway.
That's fair. Yeah.
Jason Boland, top 10.
Jason Boland. All right, number 10, I have Between 11 and 2.
1 and 1, side by side, all alone. On the run, where the vain and vampires roam. Twin souls are tripping through space and time. The exclamation when they finally find God, it's you. Here between 11 and 2.
I really like this song. It's kind of about a guy who's at the bar and like he kind of got dressed up nice to go out and try to like put himself out there again. You know, probably had something go wrong in his life and now he's just trying to like look for love or something like that. But then it's all about kind of trying to go out there and meet someone. But it's got the lines about like, it says like twin souls tripping through space and time. So I'm guessing he finds someone to dance with and they have a fun time.
Nah.
But then just the Between 11
It's just
and 2
Tyler
is just like
Durden.
out there during bar to bar close. And it's just like, well, what to do? And like just kind of going with it. I really like it though. The thing about Jason Boland that I like so much is
His music?
the sounds when they hit my eardrum register positively in my brain.
Just like Truck, yeah.
Truck, yeah, wanna get it jacked up, yeah, let's crank it on up, yeah.
But I really like them. I feel like they kind of have a jam band feel sometimes, like a Red Dirt jam band, not a hippie jam band, but you know, like they kind of jam out. I like all of the instruments that they use. I feel like they're just really good, and I like the sound. And so it's just another one of the songs I just really like the sound.
Word.
Number 9, I got Mary Ellen's Greenhouse.
Something's growing in the greenhouse, louder than a church bell, higher than you care to sing along. There's a lot of love in Mount
he talked about this when we saw him last when he was on stage. He talked about how the story behind this song is it's either like a friend's house or like it had to be a friend's house, and this is where they would go like after school to play music and just hang out. And so he would be talking about, Mary Ellen's greenhouses where they would play and have fun, and they grew so much and they learned so much about life and music. And then there's also very heavy overtones of they totally smoked pot a bunch. So that's definitely why I think it's called the greenhouse.
If it was Eric Church, he would not have beat around that bush. He would have just talked about
because it's got the
weed.
line where it's just like, there's a lot of love in Mary Ellen's greenhouse. Would you look at all we've grown? And it's like, yeah, it's like, look how we've grown as people, but like, you don't call it the greenhouse and then say, look at all we've grown without being like, yeah. I mean, and he talks about pot all the time, which is awesome.
Pots are bad. I'm against all types of ceramics.
How dare they do such a thing? All right. My number 8 is Proud Souls.
If everyone was together, I guess no one would be alone. Life's a lot of trade-offs in the end. And somewhere in the fields of heather, the proud souls laugh and they love together. Somewhere between passion and losing friends.
This song hooks me from the start because the first lines are like, I got hammered by myself last night, and they say that's no way to like get better and like get over things. But to be honest, I didn't have anything better to do, and I just love how the whole song's kind of this take on like he's like on me. No, not that take. But it's kind of like it's got this depression feel to it, but also like he's kind of getting out of it and he's kind of all right, but he just doesn't really want to do anything. And I feel like it's a really interesting take. And he talks about like having insomnia and just like, but I have extra time to do things. So it's like kind of he's getting out of this funk a little bit, but just kind of in his own way. And I just really dig it.
Word.
Number 7, False Accusers, Lament.
Now the nightly terror is a portion to be paid. I hear the guilty gavel, I see his body sway. Father, please forgive me, for I falsely testified. They had me swear upon the Bible and I lied.
I really dig songs like this. I don't know why, where it's like a song about like a court where he just like lies and someone takes the fall. I don't know.
Where do you want it?
Because with this one, I think it's Lefty Frizzell that has the song "Long Black Veil," but I don't know. Might not be him. But that song is about like he doesn't testify like for himself in a court case, and then he gets the chair and dies because he was actually with his best friend's wife or whatever, and that's why he dies. And so in this song, False Accusers Lament, is he gets bribed by a banker man. It's always the damn banker man, he gets bribed by the banker man to testify against this random person who's getting framed because he says for the price of a new plow, an innocent man was framed or whatever. And it's just a really interesting story about this guy who, he lied in court because he got paid, and then he's just like dealing with the guilt of it. And just really dig it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
How dare you? Number 6, Fences.
All I see now are fences. The cards turn a profit, but the people are gone. These old holes in their highway are so brutal on bones. You don't dance with who brought you. It's a lonesome walk home. Can I catch a ride, sir?
This song is just it's about the plight of the Native American in Oklahoma, basically. They have casinos and that's really all they've got because they've been fucked over in so many different ways. And so there's lines about, although the casinos turn a profit, everyone else, like all their people are gone, and just so much of it has gone down the shitter. And they have a lot of songs, I feel like, that kind of take on this theme. I mean, they're very Oklahoma.
There's a song about Elizabeth Warren.
She is even more Native American than this story.
No one's more Native American than Elizabeth Warren.
Exactly. This song is about her origin story. They're making a movie out of it.
Nice. Batman Begins.
Moving on. Number 5, I got Pushing Luck.
Between you and me, I've done nothing wrong. Broke along, broke down, same as this song. By a man who didn't know any more than me. About how to please God or the way to be free. I've been pushing love. Well, something's bound to give. The key is up. Tell me how we gonna live.
I really dig this song because it just has a lot of jamming that's really awesome, but it's also just a simple song about, like kind of pushing boundaries, breaking the law on things, but just kind of saying, well, everyone's doing it, and then, well, it's bound to catch up to us. Like, we keep breaking the law and whatever, like small things, the government's not going to care, and then, well, it might end up catching up with us eventually. You never know. But they just jam a lot. I really like that about them. When we saw them live down in Medicine Stone, like, it just really, man, I don't know how to say what I was trying to say.
They played music.
Yeah, I just really dig the whole, like, with the whole band. They're one of those bands that has, like,
they've been
guitar singer with another guitar and like a dobro violin.
Yeah, when
steel
we saw them in
guitar.
Iowa, they were a 4-piece, but down in Medicine Stone, they were
Yes.
a 12
Yeah,
million
the
piece.
full band really adds a whole lot to it, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. Number 4, Dark and Dirty Mile.
'Cause it's a broken-hearted world that we inherit. All you're told to do is sin and bury it for a little while. On this dark and dirty mile, we're all family here on trial. On the dark and dirty mile.
This is a street at Medicine Stone.
It is.
Yeah.
And I really dig it because it's basically about how life blows and everything sucks and you just have to figure it out.
On a dark and dirty mile.
I mean, that's basically what it is, though. He talks about how from the start there's just kind of things are just shitty, and then you just learn to quote sin and bear it, and it's just this dark and dirty mile is life.
Yeah, I do like me this one.
It's a deep song, bro.
You want to know what else is deep? The ocean.
Oh, I thought that could go any number.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rolling on.
On.
Number 3, Ludlow.
With the blessings of our dear old Uncle Sam, the blood sure did flow up in Ludlow. The air became full of smoke and lead. The blood sure did flow up in Ludlow, my friends. It left a lot of decent people dead.
This song is interesting because I didn't know what it was about when I first heard it, because I had never heard of the Ludlow Massacre of Colorado. But that's what it's about. In Colorado in the early 1900s, a bunch of like coal workers were striking, and then the Colorado National Guard came in and murdered a bunch of them.
Oh, well.
And that's what the song's about.
That's happy.
It's a super uplifting song about how when a bunch of people are murdered who are your friends, you are really happy about that.
It's the only good thing in your life.
And you're just like, yeah, like, well done, National Guard. I'm really glad my taxes pay for what you do.
Waco.
I finally finished that.
Oh, yeah?
Weird fucking story. Like, I knew the story, but I didn't know all of the, like, kind of specifics on how it went down. Then I watched the last episode, and, I mean, it's not really spoilers because it was a true story that happened.
Real thing.
But, like, 70 of them died.
Yeah, they burnt the building
Yeah, I
down.
thought it was, like, 20, maybe 25, like, something in that range. It was like 70-something people died. Holy shit.
They just murdered a lot of people.
We should trust the government to take our guns away.
Yeah.
I digress. Number 2, Outlaw Band.
He followed his vision, set out on a quest to find a way of life that suited him best. We found him some others who had the same dream, all of them lost, but somehow a team. It was an outlaw band from Oklahoma, rolling through the night like a summer thunder, and the rain will wash us clean. Yeah, the rain will wash us clean.
This song, I believe, was written by Bob Childers and Randy Crouch, and is like from their perspective, because the song starts with talking about like back in the 60s, and then it's just saying like they're an outlaw band from Oklahoma. And I feel like the song does describe Jason Boland and the Stragglers, but since they didn't write it, you can't say that it's them writing it about themselves.
It's like Josh Abbott and Small Town.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly. But I really love this song because it's such a jam. They just jam so much. This is the song that I was most excited to hear when we saw them down in Medicine Stone, and we did hear it, but we were kind of like walking out while it was playing. But it was still awesome because I still did hear it.
Yeah.
And then number 1, the song that got me into them, Comal County Blue.
My brother moved off to Houston, and most my friends stay gone. I need to pay my taxes. I don't like to mow my lawn. I have a harmless habit of being fine wherever I am. But the way this water's rising, I need to get up above the dam. Tonight I'm rolling up north, back to where I pay to do. Tonight the answer's Austin for the Comal County Blues.
This song. So freaking much.
The first time I heard this song, it came up on Discover, whatever. I think I listened to it like 3-4 times in a row. I'm like, this is great. Yeah. Just love the whole deal. Comal County is apparently a county in Texas between, San Antonio and Austin. And so that explains why he's saying, tonight the answer's Austin, and he's going through Comal County. I don't know what Comal County Blue means. Blue, is it because there's a river? There's a lake?
I don't know.
I don't know what the blue part is.
I was going to say, because when I first heard it, I thought it was Comal County Blues. Like, you have the blues.
I thought so too.
Yeah, but it's the Comal County Blue.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly what it is.
Is it a Blues Clue?